Hello, everyone.
Bit of garlic.
I want to do something that's very simple, and that is a burnished Vino Cotta onion with a bruschetta. Now, it's the very, very simple way of feeding a lot of people inexpensively. What I've got to do is put these, I've got some onions in there, in the oven. Some warming?
Yep,
okay. All right, we've got onions in various stages because onions take quite a bit of cooking until they really melt down, and that's when they become really, really interesting. Now, these are red onions, so they're sweeter, but I always cut wedges where I still keep them connected at the base. And so I'm putting that on. Some of them aren't connected anymore.
That's the way it rolls.
And some extra virgin olive oil. Now, I happen to know that's a good one. But when I pick up extra virgin olive oil to use, I always smell it, and I never keep it by the fire because heat and light and oxygen spoils extra virgin olive oil. So always remember that. And there's so much rancid oil that comes in commercial quantities that is not as it is labelled. So always, for me, think Australian. Buy Australian. You get the most amazing quality and freshness. Okay, so we're just putting that in the oven, if you would. And this is, are they warm enough, do you think? Yeah. That phrase that you see on television, one that I'd prepared before, except for it's not quite prepared, it's begun. And that is, what I want to show is they're starting to be burnt on the edges. Can you see? They're starting to be burnt. But this is where, at this stage, I'm going to peel some orange, and I've got a special peeler here. I'm going to, thank you, just can't see. No, Chris.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it. He's much better. Any sort of handwork, Chris is so much better than I am at it. And then we're going to put to Vino Cotta and drizzle it over it and put it back in the oven because we want it to burn more. It's not burnt enough yet. It's really got to get truly burnt. And the way Chris has done it, taken the skin of the orange without the pith. That's the important part. Although earlier today...
Yeah, that wasn't like that in the first demo.
Earlier today, when we couldn't find the peeler, he just sliced off the orange with pith and used his knife to take the pith off, just like a fillet of beef. Now, hold on. Did you do the Vino Cotta?
Vino Cotta and red...
Oh, okay.
Do you want more?
No, I just want to do the Vino Cotta. Okay, the thing about if you don't use Vino Cotta, use balsamic. It's the same thing. What you're after is a real agrodolce. You're after sweet, sour, okay? So that goes in high temperature. What,
yep, 220.
220. And you'll see when that comes out that it's almost what people would call burnt, but I call burnished. See, this is even better. I was getting a bit impatient, and see how this is really burnt. That's exactly as I like it. That's even better. Who loves the burnt vegetables on the bottom of the pan when it's a baked dinner? And particularly white sweet potato. So hard to get, but as a child, yeah, just a bit of that, bit of orange, to spread... Spread it out.
Olive oil was good for your skin.
Yes. Okay. Now we've got that in. How about some bruschettas?
13 minutes on the...
13 minutes. Okay. So now... You'd think that everyone knows how to do a bruschetta, but can I tell you, so many people stuff it up, in my humble opinion. And it's not a chef's opinion, by the way. having been self-taught, I just make my decisions based on flavour, and I've been able to change the chef's habits here and there, and he's taught me a lot. So here, the thing that I love, you have to have good bread first, really good bread, and there's such a difference between good and bad bread. And then you do it without any extra virgin olive oil at this stage, and when it comes out, we'll show you the rest. Right, now, one of the things that happens a lot when you cook is that you get asbestos fingers. Best that you use a pair of tongs. Right. As this bruschetta comes out, the trick is simply a piece of garlic, and please use Australian garlic. The difference in flavour is enormous, and also the way it's cared for, the way it's looked after. You're getting something that's really important. Now, a cut piece of garlic rubbed over the hot toast must be done when it's hot, and then this is when the olive oil goes on, and it's got to be. And don't be mean with your extra virgin olive oil. Yes. Can you see how it's burnt around the edges? Can everyone see that? I'm glad.
I don't know what they can see up there.
We're not sure what they can see, as Chris said. Okay, that's this here. Thank you for putting the ricotta in there. Do you have any milk? Milk, thank you. I love using fresh cheeses. In fact, Chris has been making it with verjuice as the acidulant, because we're always looking for a million verjuice ideas, and they come thick and fast. And if you ever do make it at home, the thing is not to waste anything. And the way that separates out from the ricotta, and I'll get Chris to tell you the exact recipe he uses, I then use for cooking lentils or chickpeas. And I've got to tell you, the flavour is amazing. So once again, you're utilising every bit of the food. And
so we use about 2 litres of full cream milk, 150...
full cream, non-homogenised Jersey milk.
About 150 mils of verjuice and about tablespoon and a half of lemon juice. And then bring that up to 82 degrees over an hour. So if you've got an hour and you want to eat fresh, warm ricotta, which is beautiful.
Warm is the best you'll ever have it.
So it's just getting that, you've got to bring it up slowly so you don't break all the proteins in the milk if you want to get a bit scientific. But just heat it gently, and it's very simple to make. Then you just put it over a sieve and then keep the whey, and Maggie will cook chickpeas in whey and not waste anything.
Yes. The ricotta sometimes, buy natural ricotta, not something that's made into a sealed plastic container, but it's a lot drier than I want because it's been left out in the kitchen getting hot. So you keep making adjustments to your food. When you see something's dry, put some moisture in. When you overbeat cream and it starts to turn to butter, immediately put some milk in, or some cream, some runny cream, and that will bring it back. So I wanted this to be really... Do you think we could do some parsley?
I've got some type.
You've got it already. See, I don't even have to ask. And this, simple as it is, every part of it has got to be great. The bread's got to be good. The extra virgin olive oil's got to be good. The onions have got to be really burnished. And then the very last... Can't get away with my cooking without the last flourish of extra virgin olive oil. So that, with a salad for lunch, is really something. So that's that. Now, okay, now...
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
So thank you very much. It's wonderful having you here.
Thank you, Kathy. And thanks, Chris. And I'm sorry I stuffed.
Thank you, Chris. and the great Miele team. So thank you.
Thank you for all your help.
Thanks, guys.